All right, so it's Friday of race weekend. Right now, I'm just, I just finished up at Braden Motorsports in Markham. They got me a nice HGC HP7 helmet in here. I ordered a Hans device as well, but because of they shipped out all the ones that are in my size today, so they're gonna ship me one at no charge on Monday. But the important part is that I got a helmet, and I'll be able to actually do stuff now. So now I'm headed to Brampton, because Garage 16 has my studs and spacers so that I can fit my track tires to the car for OTA, because I test fit them about a month ago and I realized that the wheels are a plus 45, not a plus 35. And so the tires are like touching the bag, and that's, So I got 10 mil spacers and they came with extended studs. And then I also have open-ended lug nuts as well. So everything should be ready to go for tomorrow for the schooling, and then Sunday for the competition. The only thing that I'm worried about now is they have like an Ontario-wide forecast that it's gonna rain and it's gonna hail on Saturday and Sunday, 80% chance Saturday, 50% chance Sunday. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't happen, because I've been waiting so long to do this. It was supposed to happen mid-April, and now it's been pushed back because of COVID to, or no, not April, mid-May, and now it's been pushed back to this weekend because of COVID. So the last thing I want is for it to either continue and then it's shitty weather, or get canceled and pushed again, because like next weekend I've already got plans too, and I really don't want to cancel my plans next weekend. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're off to Brampton now. So, as you can see, that pesky rain's coming right as I got everything to start working on my car. So I've got crush washers to do an oil change in this lovely rain. And I also figured out that because I have open-ended lug nuts, I can just stack washers over top of the new stud and pull them through with one of the lug nuts. So I'm gonna do that, because I was going all over town trying to find M12 by 1.25 nuts, and nobody seems to have those. So rather than running all the way to Brampton to get those, I figured I would just take the easy route and do it in a timely manner, because, you know, I don't have all day, and this is going to be pretty much the last day I have to do all this stuff. So here we go. We're gonna start doing this now. I'm gonna miss these. These were expensive too, and I can't even use them because they're closed end and they won't fit on the studs when I have my stock street wheels on. Well, not stock, but you know, street wheels on, because I won't have the spacer on when these are on. Only when the track wheels are on are they ever gonna fit, which there's no point in having specific lugs for one set of wheels, in my opinion. So these will probably be for sale very soon. Very expensive heptagonal Project Kicks lug nuts that I got for $250. Oh. All right, anyway, on to this. So I couldn't find the hammer of Thor that I have, my 4-pound sledge, but got a little ball peen here, and all we're gonna do now, it's probably the one time a hammer will solve your problems, is we're just gonna hammer out each stud individually, and then thread in the new ones afterwards. So here we go. So I'll just give you guys a little visual guide here to what I'm doing. So pretty much you just get that in there, put the washers on, get the lug nut on there as far as you can, make sure that it looks as straight as possible before you start. then what I'm gonna do, so I don't have to hold the hub, is I'm just sticking something through one of these empty holes here. That way, when I go to turn it, it won't move. And then as I'm doing this, it'll be pulling through back here, like so. And then you just do that until it gets tight, and then you don't want to over tighten it because then you risk the stuff in there stripping out. Then you hold it the other way and you back off the lug nut and you do it again. You do that 5 times per wheel. Okay, so the wheel is on, as you can hopefully see. Plenty of room back here. Lug nuts go in fine. I still got to put the hub-centric rings in these rims, so they'll probably fit a wee bit easier once I do that. But loads of clearance to the caliper too. God, these look good. And I know it's not on the ground, but we're not sticking out past the fender either, so this is literally perfect. This is just like how it would be with my street wheels on, except the spoke design is a little different, obviously, which is actually, I like that because it gives you more clearance to the caliper, this carved out style here versus the more flat spoke style of the plus 35 offsets. I wish I had plus 35 offsets, because then I wouldn't have had to do any of this, and I could keep my nice Muteki, or not Mutekis, Project Kicks lug nuts on. But hey, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So this is my first time looking at the back brake system at all, actually, and right away they got something convenient in the rotors here, so that if you can't get it off, rather than hammering on the back of the rotor, you just put a screw in that threads into this hole here, and it'll actually push it away from the hub surface. So that was pretty neat. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say that looks pretty good to me compared to that. This poor lug nut, bro. This is the lug nut I've been using to put all the studs on, and like, look at the paint, man. Look at the paint. Oh well. So right now we're stocking up on race fuel. Always 94.
Mixed with NOS.
Mixed with NOS. We got 2 jerry cans. I filled up. Bubba's filling up.
Do you want to hold this for a sec?
Yeah, I'll hold your nozzle any day of the week. Oh, we spent money. Wow.
I think I'm gonna park my car at home now.
Oh, Bubba, we all gotta get smart cars. No gas. See all this? This is where the money goes. And then you see here, that's where the money comes out. So we're here at Toronto Motorsport Park. It's a Saturday, the schooling event. We're just in line right now for registration and scrutineering, I guess. And I think we're supposed to get our window banners and stuff too right now, so we'll see how that goes. So my car didn't pass scrutineering because they don't like where the AccuSump and the air tanks are mounted, so I gotta drive Ryan's car with winter tires on it for the schooling today, and then afterwards we're gonna try and remount this stuff so that it's approved. So we're going out for round 2 now. Decided to fit my track tires to Ryan's car because they're the same bolt pattern and offset and fit and stuff that fits his car. So we'll see how these fare compared to the Winners. Just got back in from the second session, and the tires really helped with keeping heat management better than the winter tires that we were running the first session. But my problem now is because it has so much grip, I'm braking too late, and kind of almost went off at turn 6 because I broke way too late. And yeah, but the instructor's saying that what I gotta focus on now is looking ahead. So my problem right now is I'm looking at the cone that I'm coming towards rather than the cone that I'm going to be going towards, like past it. So we'll see about that. And then turn 10, I gotta try and stay to the left more so that I can set myself up for turn 11 and 12 better, because right now the problem is I'm coming through turn 10 and I'm in the middle of the track, whereas I gotta be off to the left so I can come in, out, and in better to 11. So there's one more session today, I think at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. So we'll see how that goes. So Ryan was taking pictures while I was on the track, and he wanted to show me this one picture where you can really tell that it's got stock suspension, because look at how much it picks up the front end. Holy smokes, pretty much flying. So we're done for today. Just packing up. The tires have been heat cycled now, so they're gonna sit overnight, and hopefully if I'm on track tomorrow, we'll be at a nice optimum grip level, and get some stuff so that we can drill and put in a couple screws so that we can mount the tank and everything solid. And then I'm gonna move my AccuSump hose a little bit and put that new fitting on, and then we should be okay. but
pretty cool.
got in a little bit of trouble because I didn't let people pass. So I gotta work on that next time. We're going out in 20 minutes again, so we'll see how that goes. In terms of how the car did, it's a little bit unstable on heavy braking. So I set the dampers 4 clicks higher in the front, and we'll see how that goes. But in terms of like cornering stability and stuff, it's spot on. Like no complaints really. I had the back end a little bit too high, so I had to lower it down. But yeah, we're going back out at 10:15, so we'll see how it goes. round 2 not too long ago, and the dampening settings worked very well. It's a lot more stable on braking in the straightaways now. I took 9 seconds off my time, so my fastest was my first lap out last session at a 1:30.1. So they still estimate my goal time as a 1:24.6, I believe. So I've got a lot more work to do, but now it's just a matter of trying to figure out where I can find time, because I got to take 6 seconds off from somewhere. Brian's doing his brakes because I burned them out yesterday. You can see the rotors look like Saturn. Deep groove. Bubba, where was your pad? Your old pad?
Under your foot.
Yeah, not too much left. Oh, looks like sand almost on the thing. How much material got stuck to it? But that's okay. We got OE plus for Bubba here. Lots of pad. Lots of pad. Round 3 starts in like 5 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. So the third session just got out about 20 minutes ago. I was a second faster on my first lap at 129.1. So I got an improvement, but the problem seems to be that my pace kind of falls off as the laps go on. But at least this time I stayed in the 29s up until like the last lap or two. It went like 129.1, 129.2, 129.4, 129.6, and then like a 130 and a 130 something. But yeah, we're on lunch right now. Then 12:40 there's a driver meeting, and then 1 o'clock the actual competition laps start. So I'm hoping that I can run a 128. That's my goal. Nothing too eccentric, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm in the last part of Group X, which is the faster half of the competitors today. So I'm assuming, because they don't really tell you when your group is up for classes, so I'm assuming I'll be up around 2 o'clock. I took another click of damping out the back just because like it's almost there for braking stability, but not quite. So I'm hoping I don't get too much of a problem with understeer. But I guess we'll see how it goes. Because right now, turn 10, I'm kind of having trouble getting the car to turn in. So maybe I'll have to change my entry method to try and get like maybe a little bit of a later apex, because you're supposed to stay to the left so you can kind of carry speed through to 11 and 12, but my problem is right now I'm ending up in the middle because it's washing out of the turn, and so being in the middle, that's not exactly ideal. And then other than that, it's just like little things like, you know, making sure that you're getting the braking done before turning, and you know, being a little bit more late on the brakes and maybe pressing a little bit more, because right now I'm not used to that. And also trying not to mess up my footwork, because right now my foot keeps slipping off the brake. elimination round. My fastest lap was a 1:29.3 last time, so definitely got to improve a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to try and make up some space in the braking zone, even at the compromise of having to take a later apex, just because I want to try and have enough speed that I can get through a corner smooth rather than just like going for an outright attack. Because I feel like that's what my problem is. I'm overdriving the car and not really paying much attention to how the corners are being taken. So we'll see how this goes. I think the safety truck just went out, so somebody might have went off. late braking did improve my time. I did a 128.6 or 7, something like that. So I took it half a second off almost. I'm pretty proud with that. And so I'm into the 28s now. Might be going out one more time. Right now, I gotta help Brian bleed his brakes. So, final session of the day. I did 128.715. I came 11th in my class out of 14 people. B Squared was there, and he said from where I started and for my second sort of day on a track, that's not too bad. You know, everybody has to start somewhere. I think I improved quite a bit, considering my first fastest lap this morning was a 139, and I took 11 seconds off from that. So, you know, I didn't win, but like the school teacher said on Saturday, you do it to improve your own time and better yourself, rather than just to come here to gloat about beating everyone. But yeah, it was a really nice experience. Where I'm going to do this again at Shannonville on the pro layout, and there's a trailer backing in front of my parking spot in late August on the long weekend. So we'll see how that goes. A lot less technical of a track, but that also means that, you know, everybody's going to be running a lot quicker times. The car held up really well. It didn't overheat. I didn't have any oil starvation issues. I didn't have brake fade. The tires held up against all my manhandling. Yeah, pretty cool. It was neat being able to tune the suspension and tire pressures and see improvements in stability and grip, and also just going over in my head how I could better my lines through certain turns, and you know, braking zones and stuff, where to turn in, smoothness off the brakes and on turn in, and unwinding the wheel when you get on the gas. I think that really made a difference. Overall, having confidence in my own car and my own abilities really found time for me as well, I think. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little weekend vlog, and hopefully you really enjoy the track footage, because I know I'm going to enjoy it when I get home and watch it. Peace out.